Like and subscribe my channel and share with those guys who want to learn SD-WAN. Thank you so much.
So right now I'm also working on the APIs also. So if you have heard about the REST API, have you ever worked to REST API? If somebody worked on that one, REST APIs, how REST API works? No? Okay. So REST API, just like it, that we can say, uh, these are some programming method that directly you can create the policies and you can fetch the data. Let me show you some API things. So if you want to go to the vManage API docs nowadays, just 1 week back, I have found some API. I have developed one solution for this Viptela, that with the help of automation, that how this whole flow will work. If user reported that this application need to block, then how it will work. So there's a list of APIs that you can use to implement the policy or modify the existing policy. So you don't need to go to the Cisco vManage. So directly, if you have one centralized policy, suppose we have this centralized policy already activated. Suppose we have centralized policy on that one, we have already application block policy there under the traffic data. So basically, in the centralized policy, you will have multiple things like application aware routing, topology, traffic data, multiple things will be there. So how you can modify this one application block, or how you can add it the new sequence. Suppose one site already mapped with this one. If I will go to this in edit, so once site reported the slowness and that IT manager want to block some application or that site. So first he need to create some data prefix list, right? And application list. Then another sequence will be introduced here for the same thing. Application, right? We will map, suppose for example, Microsoft app and source data, and it will map with this one. For example, I'm sharing. So you can go to action, it's already dropped, save and match action, that's it. So through that API, you can introduce another sequence rule, and your production traffic will not impact for other site, other policies. So on the one go through the API, you can push the application. Okay, the application policy. So let me show you that how it works. Configuration. This is just an introduction for the API. That is not a part of your course, but just I'm telling you so that in future it will be required for you. Uh, Configuration policy, vSmart controller. Okay, control policy list builder. So get policy. If I will run this policy list, so first I will get what all policy are activated in my environment. Okay, this is an old version, so try it out. Where is the execute button? Okay, I think it is this we manage having license or not. Response body, policy color list builder, get policy list, try it out. Okay, it is running just here. So you will get this kind of coding format, right? If you want to create your own list, then you need to use same format. Here you can see I have just run this get list of the color through this API I have run. So if you have worked on a Postman, so under the Postman you can just paste this URL and you will get this kind of list. So in this list you can see we have created our color yesterday, internet color. That name is public internet. One color we have defined for MPLS. It should be there here. MPLS color is MPLS. If I will define another color, for example, let me cancel it. That's how you can get the list. Suppose I will define one more color. color, new color list, and here I will put any branch. Okay, add. That's it. Now if I will run this again, try it out, you will see that it fetch the details what color lists are available on this one. Here you can see MPLS. Here you can see internet. And where is my, yeah, here you can see Sachin. Color is bronze. Now we got a list. Now we want to create our colors. So that is a different API through post. The same format we will use. We will put our body here and it will be created. Right? For example, if I want to create through API, then list ID, it will not be there. Okay, that is a different format in this laptop I don't have. Yeah, maybe I will get on the, give me 1 minute. If it is feeling you are bored with this content, I will leave it, no problem. This is some extra information I'm sharing with you, how you can create, how you can use the APIs. But specific traffic data, no, because this is the future. Okay, API list creation. Yeah, that format we need to use. For example, I want to create this list for app. So I will go there and it's not a color. I will create app list. List builder. Okay. Okay. Template. Color list builder. Is there any app list builder? Okay, I will change here. Added policy list. I think there is some limitations in this one. App route, app application, URL whitelisting, data prefixes, policy prefix list, URL filtering, policy application list builder. Okay, here. Then we will use, you can use that one, get. So in the get, you will find what all list you have available. So right now we have only this one, Netflix and Instagram, right? And if we want to put more, suppose I want to post, I want to create the list from the API. So in the vManage, you will see no application list, only we have 3, right? Now I will go to there and I will paste here Instagram, Facebook with name search app list, and I will try it out. So there is some code, 200 for success, 400 for bad requests. So normally if you see that whenever you open any page, so this 200 will not show you because it's by default success. But when you are not able to open any page, for example, in this one, we have opened that one different page, there was some error, right? So why it is saying, okay, your connection is not private, leave it. Then if I will try it out, I click on and try it out, then I got a response code 200. It means it is success. If I will code different, even the same time you will get the list ID. That list ID we can use to make the policies. So it is run, it is success. If I will go to vManage, here only 3 is there. I will refresh this one. It should be 4. Here you can see such an app list and timing. It is showing. The time is GMT. So that's how you can use this API. If I will modify something, I will change the name to Sachin and okay, try it out. It's again showing success. Then I will go there. Here I will refresh. That's how you can run the API. It doesn't mean that you need to run this API only from the vManage. You can use this API from any of the automation tool. You should know the API, what API you have. Here you can see it is created.
So is
these
it
are
something push and fetch both
correct,
post like both it shows, or
correct,
how is just
correct.
only one it shows?
No. Post is there.
Only post is there.
No, get is
And is
also
there a
there.
get as well?
Yeah. I have shown you this. See this get.
Okay,
So
yeah, okay.
if I will run this get, then if I will try it out, previously only we have 2 lists, right? Only one list, Instagram, Netflix, that we created. If I will run it again, so just now I have created 2 more. So under the get section, I should receive that 2 more. Here, Sachin list, and other one will be there, such app list. Right, so that's
Okay.
how you can play with the APIs. So if you want to go with some automation for the vManage, so this is just small part I have shown you, that how you can run the API. There's a multiple API available there, alarm notification, right? If you are not using any SNMP or syslog, so you can use this API, and your other tool will time to time push the API and get the alarms, and you can make the list. So these are different API available, device inventory. So if you don't want to go to the vManage, okay, you are managing some other tools. Here you want to maintain the inventory. So through that tool, you can push the device inventory API, and you will get the details you want to see. So there are multiple APIs there. So I was working nowadays on this one. So just I shown you that how you can use the API. So I have created one policy through the API. It's taken to me 2 weeks to find that one correct, because there's a so many list ID, logical ID, and there's some formatting you need to mention. According to that, you will create some sequencing. You will map that logical ID with this under this format, and then automation tool will uh, use that format and put some data, and then it will push the format, and then new sequence will be created. So there's some different thing. So this thing I have just shown you. So guys, we can take 15 minutes break, and then we will move further.
Like and subscribe my channel and share with those guys who want to learn SD-WAN. Thank you so much.